All right, let's jump right in. Today, we are talking about something you use every single day, probably without a second thought, the staircase. We're going to uncover this hidden world, looking at everything from its secret history to the quiet science that makes a good climb feel so, well, good.
For most of us, this is pretty much all a staircase is, right? It's a tool. It gets you from point A to point B, one floor to the next. We just take it completely for granted. It's this almost invisible piece of our world that's just there.
No, seriously, think about it for a second. When was the last time you didn't just run up or down a set of stairs, but you actually stopped and considered its design, how it felt? It's kind of a funny question, but it shows you just how much we overlook these things.
And that idea brings us right here. Because even when we're not paying attention, our bodies are having this really intuitive, almost visceral conversation with every single step we take.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. A good staircase feels totally effortless. Your feet just find the next step without you even thinking. But a bad one? It's just annoying. The steps feel too high or way too shallow, and all of a sudden you have to pay attention so you don't trip. At best, it's just an irritation. At worst, it can be downright dangerous.
But this whole experience of good versus bad design, it isn't anything new. Stairs actually have this incredibly rich and frankly surprising history. They've shaped how we live and interact with each other in ways you probably never even considered.
Okay, what is so cool here is the contrast. On the left, you've got these really rugged, almost ladder-like stairs from ancient settlements. Their design was all about one thing: defense. They forced any invaders to climb up single file, totally exposed. But then, you look to the right, the grand staircase of the Paris Opera House. This was pure theater. It was a stage for the rich, to see and, more importantly, to be seen.
And you can see this evolution everywhere. I mean, we go from stairs that are literally carved out of the landscape, like in this incredible ancient amphitheater, where they feel like part of the earth itself, all the way to something like the Pompidou Center in Paris, where the stairs and escalators just explode outwards. It's like this high-tech external skeleton that completely dominates the building.
So here's the takeaway. Stairs do way more than just move us. They organize our entire social lives. Think about it. They separate the public space of the ground floor from the private bedrooms upstairs. They give us security. And yeah, they even signal status. I mean, there's a reason we talk about penthouse living. It's this idea of being literally above it all. So if stairs are doing all this work, how do we get them right? Well, this is where it gets fascinating. There's actually a science to it, a kind of secret code that our bodies instinctively understand, even if we don't. It really all comes down to rhythm. A good staircase flows with the natural rhythm of a human being walking. It feels right because it's been mathematically engineered to feel right. And to get this, we just need two simple terms. The riser, that's the vertical height of a step, and the tread, that's the horizontal part where your foot lands. The real magic isn't in one or the other, but in the relationship between the two. And here it is. This is the secret recipe. Architects and designers discovered that this simple formula, twice the riser's height plus the tread's depth, should equal about 25 inches, creates the most comfortable and safest climb. Why? Because it almost perfectly matches a person's average stride on level ground. It's ergonomics in its purest form. And this chart just shows you how it works. So, a really gentle stair with a short riser, like 5 3/4 inches, needs a really long 14-inch tread to feel right. On the other hand, a much steeper stair with a tall 8-inch riser needs a much shorter 9-inch tread. They're totally different shapes, but they both hit that magic number and have the same comfortable rhythm. But it's not just about the math. Designers also have to think about how we act, which turns out to be incredibly predictable. In North America, we almost always stay to the right. We grab for a handrail, especially on the way down. And we're all experts at that little last-second shoulder twist to avoid bumping into someone. A really good design anticipates all of this.
So what happens when that design fails? When the rhythm's off, or our behavior isn't taken into account? Well, the stakes get incredibly high, and what should be comfortable can suddenly become very, very dangerous.
This number is just shocking. In the United States alone, more than 12,000 people die every year from falls between levels. And we're not talking about construction sites or falling off roofs. We're talking largely about falls on everyday stairs.
And it doesn't stop there. Over 1 million injuries from stair accidents are serious enough to require a trip to the emergency room every single year. This is a huge, and you have to think, a largely preventable public health problem.
So what's causing all of this? Well, it's all in those little design details we just talked about. A single step that's just a quarter inch off from the others, treads that are too narrow, bad lighting that casts a shadow right where you're about to step, missing handrails. These aren't just minor annoyances, they are critical, sometimes fatal safety failures.
Okay, after all that doom and gloom, let's switch gears and look at the beautiful side of all this. Because when designers get it right, when they absolutely master the science and the safety, a staircase can become something else entirely. It can become art.
I mean, just look at this stunning spiral at the Louvre. It's not just a way to get from one floor to another, it's a piece of sculpture. It's so dynamic, it channels the flow of huge crowds and becomes this gorgeous central feature of the entire space.
Or, look at this, the old TWA terminal in New York. These stairs are an experience. They're sweeping, organic shapes to scream 60s jet age cool. They practically invite you to explore. They're not just a utility, they are a statement.
And this one is just pure fun. It's like a piece of acrobatic sculpture that you can actually walk on. It just goes to show you that in the hands of a really great designer, the simple act of climbing a flight of stairs can be transformed into something inspiring, something you'll never forget.
So the next time you walk up to a set of stairs, just take an extra second. Don't just climb it, really look at it. Feel the rhythm of your feet. Is it a stage? Is it a defensive wall? Is its rhythm just right? Is it an afterthought? Or is it a masterpiece? Because I guarantee you'll never look at them the same way again.